Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be showing you my December TBR, so let's get right into it. Okay, so the first thing that I want to read in December is The Love Hypothesis by Hazelwood. Now, I've heard so many good things about this book, like it's unbelievable, and it's very famous, like very popular on TikTok, and as you can tell, it even says that on the cover, the TikTok sensation, so that proves something. But yeah, I've heard so many good things about this and I really want to read this, so I'm hoping to do that in December. Next thing I want to read is Get a Life, Chloe Brown by Talia Hibbert. Again, I have heard so many good things about this, it's unbelievable. Yeah, I was supposed to read this ages ago because I bought it ages ago. I've just never got round to it, so let's hope I get round to it in December. The next thing I hope to read in December is Take a Hint, Danny Brown by Talia Hibbert. This is the second book of the Brown Sister series, so this is the second one of this one. And again, obviously I've heard so many good things about this. I've been waiting to read it for a while. And as you can probably guess, the next thing I want to read is Actor H, Eve Brown by Talia Hibbert, and this is the third in the series. And I've still heard so many good things about all of this. This is the main book I've heard like the best reviews on, so I really can't wait to get to this one. Now I do believe you don't have to read them in order, but I would prefer to considering I got all the books. The next one I want to read is It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. I have been meaning to read this for a long time. It has been on my TBR for the past 2 months, I think, 2 or 3 months. I know. Now, I am really hoping to get to this very soon, so let's see if it happens this month. We can only hope. The next thing I am hoping to read is Hush Hush by Lucia, Francois. Again, I've heard so many good things about this. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't seen it anywhere like specifically on like TikTok. I haven't seen it, or BookTok. I haven't seen it on there. More to Mary, she recommends this a lot. Like she says it's really good, so I really want to read it. It just seems really good. Now it is quite thick. I wonder how much it's over. Oh, it's 459 pages. So it's very long, but it could be fun if I want a long read. The next one that I want to read is We Shouldn't by V. Keeland. I personally haven't heard this anywhere. I've read so many of V. Keeland's books and I saw this one and it sounded good, so I decided to pick it up. I will read the back to you so you know what I'm talking about, but it sounds good. I was late for the first day at my new job, a job I'd known have to complete, for even though I'd already worked 8 years to earn it because of an unexpected merger. While I lugged my belongings up to my new office, a meter maid wrote me a parking summons. She ticketed a long line of cars except for the Audi parked in front of me, which happened to be the same make and model as mine. Annoyed, I decided to re-gift my ticket to the car that had evaded a fine. Chances were the owner would pay it and be none the wiser. Except I accidentally broke the windshield wiper while slipping the ticket onto the car's window. Seriously, my day couldn't get any worse. Things started to perk up when I ran into a gorgeous man in the elevator. We had one of those brief moments that only happened in movies. You know the deal. Your body lights up, fireworks go off, and the air around you crackles with electricity. His heated stare left me flushed when I stepped off the elevator. Maybe things here wouldn't be so bad after all, or so I thought, until I walked into my new boss's office and met my competition. The gorgeous man from the elevator was now my nemesis. His heated stare wasn't because of any mutual attraction. It was because he'd seen me vandalize his car, and now he can't wait to annihilate his rival. There's a fine line between love and hate, and we shouldn't cross it. So, I believe this is Enemies to Lovers from the sound of it, which is great. I love that. So yeah, it's really good. Now, if you're wondering why it's ripped at the back, you can thank my lovely duck for that, as it came through the post. So let's hope I can read that. The next one I want to read is The Crush by Penelope Ward. Again, I have heard so many good things about this. I believe this is oh yeah, brother's best friend. So this is gonna be exciting. Now, at first, because I don't know if it's just me, but from the cover, it kind of looked like dad's best friend maybe. When I found out it was brother's best friend, I was shocked, but I love that trope anyway, so it didn't bother me. Yeah, as we probably all know, I hate like real people on covers, so this cover I am not a huge fan of, but hopefully the book is good. The next one I want to read is Medicine Man by Safran A. Kent. Again, I've heard so many good things about this. I am not quite sure what the trope is. I knew what it was, but I've completely forgotten. Maybe it was something here. No? I'll read it back to you so you get an idea. I can't remember what the trope is though. Oh, her psychiatrist. So it's like, oh, that's the trope then. Okay, I'll read it back to you anyway. Willow Taylor lives in a castle with large walls and iron fences, but this is no ordinary castle. It's called Heartstone Psychiatric. I can never say that word, so you get what I mean. Heartstone, and it houses 40 other patients. It has nurses with mean faces and techs with permanent frowns. It has a man as well, a man who is cold and distant, whose voice drips with authority, and whose piercing grey eyes hide secrets and maybe linger on her face a second too long. Willow isn't supposed to look deep into those eyes. She isn't supposed to try to read his tightly leashed emotions. No, Willow Taylor shouldn't be attracted to Simon Blackwood at all, because she's a patient and he's her doctor, her psychiatrist. So, yep, that sounds good. And it is long. But like the font is quite spaced out, so I should be able to read it quite quickly. Okay, so the other ones on the other books on my TBR, I'm going to just read out from my TBR list because I haven't got a physical copy of them, so I will be either listening to them or I'll be reading them on my Kindle. So I'm gonna just read them off to you. Bad Boys Break Hearts by Michaela Smeltzer, Tied by Carrie Cole, The Cheat Sheet by Sarah Adams, Voyeur, Fiona Cole, Lovers, Fiona Cole, Saviour, Fiona Cole, Another, Fiona Cole, Liar, Fiona Cole, Teacher, Fiona Cole. So from Voyeur to Teacher, that's a series. Rucus by L.J. Shen, Scandalous by L.J. Shen, and Bane by L.J. Shen. That's also a series, but I've read the first two. The Sweetest Oblivion, The Maddest Obsession, and The Darkest Temptation by Danny Laurie. That is the Maid series, so they're Mafia books. The Invitation by Nikki Sloan. Or is it Invitation? Either way. Finding Cinderella by Colleen Hoover. I've been wanting to read that for so long, so I'm hoping to do that. Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte, The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald, and Sense and Stability by Jane Austen, The Wall of Winnipeg and Me by Mariana Zapata, Courtney by Mariana Zapata, and Roommate by Penelope Ward, Happily Ever After by V. Killen and Penelope Ward, I think, Confess by Colleen Hoover, Inner Holidays by Christina Lauren, Regretting You by Colleen Hoover, Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren, Killjoy, Harley Jackson, Normal People, Sally Rooney. Again, I'm hoping to read this this month because I haven't read it yet, and it's been on my TBR, like it ends with this, it's been on my TBR for so long, for the past like 2 or 3 months, so I need to get to that. Conversation with Friends by Sally Rooney, Tools of Engagement by Tessa Bailey, Luna and the Lie by Marion Zapata, Twisted Games by Anna Huang, which is the second book of what I just read. So I read Twisted Love by Anna Huang recently, and there is going to be a reading vlog, so that might be up now. It might not. If it is, I'll leave a link. If it's not, and then look out for it. Subscribe. All Roads Lead Here by Marion Zapata, A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson, Good Girl, Bad Blood, Holly Jackson, As Good as Dead, Holly Jackson. And that's what I've got written down here in my TBR. But then there are also some Christmas ones. There's Window Shopping by Tessa Bailey, and then some Christmas, probably like all of the Christmas books that are on Kindle Limited. So they are my Christmas books I want to read. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you all in my next video. Bye!